one way or another, this will be the final chapter in this story. Spoilers! It's not. So, DC was promoting the Joker War event. That was going to start on Batman 95, starting on July 21st, and would last up until October because of, well, all the tie ins for it. So, they were promoting this event as the final war between Joker and Batman, and that would end with one of them dying, and that Joker would probably be the guy that dies. However, there was just a major problem with this. So, the original plan apparently was that James Tyrion was supposed to end his run on Batman in issue 100, and it would end with the Joker dying as part of the progressive plan to move towards DC 5G. However, Dan DiDio was gone, 5G was canned after he was let go, and the reboot was canceled. So, and yet DC still kept promoting this as the final war between the Joker and Batman. The 90 year plus history between them would come to an end in this big event. But it didn't. It didn't go that route. And yet DC promised everyone that this was going to be the end of the story, that this is going to be the end of an era, but it wasn't. So, but does that really detract the story, or just this another long continuing rivalry of the Joker and Batman? Or it's just more of a, oh my god, what were they thinking route? Well, we're here to talk about all 5 issues of the Joker War storyline of Batman. This takes place after their Dark Designs things, and that reveal Joker was controlling a dead designer because now it seems Joker has the ability to reanimate corpses using Joker venom or something. And this was part of the next key phase in the relationship between Joker and Batman, because Joker goes ahead and knows the identity of every single Bat family member. And here's the thing. Here's the thing that when I thought of this, I was like, is this tying into what Scott Snyder did? Because because during the death of the family saga, which wasn't really the death of the family, Batman as Bruce went to Arkham Asylum, showed the picture of the Joker card that only Joker would know who would have that card. Joker turns away, and essentially because he doesn't want to know. And this has been a common tribute of sorts when it comes to the Joker. Joker doesn't want to know who Batman is because it ruins the mystery, ruins the fun. You know, like in Harley Quinn, Joker got mad when Scarecrow revealed the identity and killed him for it, though it seems like just referencing Harley seems to set him off on a killing spree. Which, one detail I like, how Joker seems to only kill people when someone brings up Harley in some way. That's this whole death of insanity. But the other reason is that even when Joker knows who Batman is, like in Batman the animated series and Batman Beyond's Return of the Joker, during that flashback, Joker doesn't call Batman Bruce. Like, he only calls him that once, and that's when he reveals, "Oh, Robin told me after when I was horrendously psychologically breaking him down." So yeah, and Joker doesn't see Bruce as Batman. He just says, "You're Batman to me. You will always be Batman to me," because, I don't know, Joker just obsessed over the bat to the point that I'm disturbed at the fascination. But I digress. But yeah, so the idea that Joker, so essentially what this whole thing is basically saying, that with the Scott Snyder run, if this is the case, if that's the connective tissue, that Joker found out about Batman's identity, and then subsequently all the other members of the Bat family, I have only one thing to say: Bruce, you are a dumbass. Because essentially Joker was given a blank slate to know who everyone is, and I'm pretty sure Batman's gonna be like, well, he's not gonna tell anyone, and so clearly that means we're safe. But it's the Joker. He's the worst kind of person you would want to know all your identities of. So this led to some series of tie-ins: Road to Joker War Collateral Damage, which saw the return of Nightwing, and we'll probably talk about those, but we're talking about the big main event. And And now we're off to the races. 5 issues, one being a supersized issue, 56 pages, issue 100, which will be the featured comic to be shown today because the other ones are in storage. But yeah. And it's in prestige format, wraparound variant, wraparound of George Jimenez. And George Jimenez is the artist for this event. So that's pretty awesome. So let's get right down to it. And also, you gotta realize that Joker War comes out literally when Three Jokers is coming out. So yeah. So let's take a look backwards into the past. We're thinking about them, aren't you, Master Bruce? The bodies. It's not the bodies, Alfred. You haven't been sleeping, sir. Not since the case began. I know which crime scene images you've been rifling through. Over and over, it's their faces. You've scarred them into your mind. The test subjects at the chemical plant. Batman narrows his eyes. The camera operator who gave them what he needed to broadcast his ransom videos across Gotham. And Batman's gritting his teeth. Cartilage, the diamond magnet. How many of this Joker figure has this Joker figure already killed? 24. 24! I expect to find more bodies at the reservoir. And then we can bring his nightmare to an end. I'm not sure this will be the end. Sir, it's difficult to put into words, Alfred. If we go ahead and talk about it, I am pretty certain he's madly in love with me. Yeah, I'm probably going to reference that on occasion regarding Joker and Batman's relationship and how... Okay, when I get to issue 99, I'll probably rant about that, but let's continue talking. His motivations are beyond what I've encountered, not just in Gotham, but in all my training. It feels like an oversimplification to call him insane. I've seen more bodies than I can count, but there has to have been a reason behind the murders, whether it's a means to an end, or is there some kind of thrill in the kill itself, the pleasure that he can only get this way. To him, they're just meat. This city, this whole world, and the people in it, they're already dead in his eyes. He's just helping them along. There's something more, isn't there? There's something you haven't told me. I think all these killings and the reservoir, I think there's some kind of test to understand my limits. I think he knows he's going to lose, but he already knows how he wants to come at me next time. And the time after that. I'm the only person in the world he thinks is alive. Because of that, I know that this battle will never end. Will ever end. I don't know if that this battle will ever end. Well, Master Bruce, at least you won't be waging it alone, Alfred. Right? You don't think I let you fight a murderous nightmare clown for the rest of our time on our own, did you? Now, the entrance to the Varsity dock is on your left. Get ready to ram through that gate. In 3, 2, 1, and boom! Boom. Boom. Batman crashes into the aqueduct in the present. And we get some newscasts as part of the Joker War. It's part of what Joker got from, from the Dark Design, Bruce's wealth and everything. And we get breaking news from 6N. Reports that the Wayne Enterprise experienced a hostile takeover this week because under new management have lit the business world out of flames. Wayne Enterprises legal representatives have outed a long-standing pattern of embezzlement connected to Bruce Wayne in his support of the vigilante known as Batman. And then we see in this aqueduct that the chase is on with the Joker clowns firing weapons at Batman. Harlan Gray's new legal counsel for Wayne Enterprise and its new board of directors has demanded that Batman hand over all illegally acquired technology to the company at once. There's nowhere left to run, Batman! This city doesn't belong to you anymore! Under the directive of the Wayne Enterprise legal team, stately Wayne Manor in the Paradise was repossessed by the city earlier tonight. There's no sign of Bruce Wayne. It belongs to him! The Gotham Gazette has received a multi-billion-dollar cease and desist after releasing an editorial claiming the Joker is behind the new company decisions. The paper retracted the story earlier today. And massive explosions. So, as this continues, the Joker gang opens the Batmobile, only to reveal that Hey, boss lady, we got another shell. No bat meat on the inside, just gears, microchips, and burning leather. You know what? That's okay. We just about finished hacking the main computer here at Wayne Enterprises as part of Punchline's introduction. So yeah, as part of Punchline's torture of Mr. Fox, she goes ahead and says this. Tell me what he called this place, Mr. Fox. Joker always loved his little names for everything. He says Batman pretends it's the kids who named them, but he knows better than that. Joker, I won't help. Oh, come on now, Mr. Fox. Focus. You're his CEO now. You have to tell him everything in that sweet old head of yours. Let the toxin do the work. Don't struggle. Tell me what he calls it. The hypercolium. Ah, where bats breathe? That's disgusting. He's been breeding all sorts of little bats, hasn't he? It's like he knew we were going to get our hands on it. He's given my boss the perfect present, and he doesn't even realize it. Where's the Joker? Where would you go if you were suddenly worth almost $100 billion? You go shopping. And we get to Park Row to Monarch Theater. Oh god, I can't believe what this place is. Oh no. You know, they used to call this part of the Park Row Crime Alley. You don't say! Oh yes. Used to be you couldn't walk down the streets without getting into some trouble. If it got too late, I used to sleep up with all the old reels. Especially after the Waynes. That must have been very hard. The dad used to like taking the son out here, watch movies he grew up with. They were sitting right up in front. I'd show you, but I don't think I could find the seat with my eyes. I used to say that I could hear the shots from the projectionist booth, but now I can't remember if that was real or just a story I tell. It's getting harder and harder to tell the difference, doesn't it? I was just trying to remember the first time I saw a good friend of mine, when I knew we'd be friends for life. I remember the feeling more than the specific memory, like coming out of a dream. You know, it's the funniest thing. Sounds like there are people down there in the theater. It's probably the wind. The whole theater likes this. Yeah, the wind. Plenty probably haven't been touched in over a decade, maybe longer. It's going to be hard to say goodbye to this place. The boy, Bruce Wayne, he came by with a few offers over the years, but I think I'd be crazy to turn you down. Oh, I could buy a whole town back out in Cole County where my grandkids are with the money you're offering. You should make yourself the mayor. Put yourselves on t-shirts. It's a fun game while it lasts. No, that's not me. I'm just gonna find somewhere quiet. Oh god, the citizen's actually thinking with logic for once. Get the hell out of Gotham. Of course, I guess you're rich enough you could turn any place into somewhere quiet, couldn't you? Yeah, that's just what I'm after. Somewhere quiet, where I can grow old. It'll all start here. Did you find what you were looking for? Don't know what kind of use you'll get out of them. Folks don't want to see something they've seen hundreds of times before. Or have you seen Avengers Endgame's reactions? There are people who watched it 200 times. They always say that, but they never mean it. They all want the pieces in the right places. All the characters saying the parts they want them to say. So the Joker's a fanfiction writer. Gotcha. Which isn't to say they don't want something new. They want to see peeled back to find out there was a layer underneath all this time they didn't know about. So, film analysts, are you sure you don't hear them down there in the theater? It sounds like they're laughing. You know what? Why don't you join them in the audience? The show is about to start. The show? How many seats does this theater have? I wouldn't want my friends to run out. Your friends? The ones laughing? I can see them all right out this tiny window. They're just waiting for you and the rest of them. Rest of who? Gotham. Revealing zombified Jokers. Yeah, apparently they have Joker has way too much has been doing this way too much time on his hands in regarding the art of grave robbing. So Jason Todd's probably more pissed off than ever about this. Then we see the legendary underbroker unmasked. Commissioner Bullock. Boys, look, the dead speak. You're as charming as ever. Mr. Graves, how can the GCPD be of service tonight? I've just come filing a civil rights injunction to stop police harassment of Wayne Enterprise and its owners. The mayor is on television right now insisting that you disperse the barricades surrounding Wayne Enterprises. He says you are likely to be replaced in the coming days. My client... let me rephrase that sentence statement. And speak like Paul Heyman for this. My client is the Joker. You can gum up City Hall and the courts all you want, right? But the boys and I have here know the truth. We know who the good guys are and who the bad guys are. Okay, so yeah. So why not just stop it? Yeah, so it turns out that after Commissioner Gordon went, insane because of the Batman Who Laughs, Harvey Bullock took control of the GCPD and had a much more aggressive relationship with Batman to the point that he shoved the bat signal in warehouse and storage. So yeah, he also says your client stole that company. Your client's a mass murdering piece of garbage, a stain that needs to get wiped off the city of the world. And why haven't no one done anything? Like, even before Joker's billions, you're trying to wonder, hey, why hasn't he gone ahead and been electrocuted to death yet by, the courts? Because, I'm pretty sure it's legally, it can be easily declared insane when you have plotted to kill babies on Christmas Eve during the No Man's Land storyline, then ultimately succeed in killing Jim Gordon's wife. Yeah, that actually was the thing. So, Commissioner Bullock says, you can take that injunction and shove it up your ass. Officers, I would be reminded who bought you the new headquarters and all your new equipment. It would be a shame to take it all away. That was Bruce Wayne. And yet, the GCPD still sucks. Harvey, you're losing this one. We're all losing this weight taker. So, car leaves. The limousine under the control of the underbroker leaves, and subsequently it's revealed that the driver is actually Batman in disguise. Keep the car running. We'll need to pay the mayor another visit to ensure he's not getting cold feet. Yes, sir. So the underbroker puts on his mask. Mr. Underbroker, the folks in the Wayne and County Department are getting squeamish. I think one of them tried getting out of the window. I believe that's what the guns are for, gentlemen. Now, please, give me the latest on our client's investments. And I have an added request. Our client wishes to purchase every movie theater chain in the city, not just the majors, the Revival House, and the art houses inside the Barnside. Right? Cost is no concern to him. But let's try not to give it all away, shall we? And a Joker goon almost spots Batman, only for him to disappear with magnetic boots and gloves. And Batman turns on hollow projectors, revealing the entire Joker gang is occupying the Wayne Enterprise Corporation. And Batman cuts his way into the tower with a bat symbol because he couldn't just make a simple circle. What? Was that too much to ask? Computer, give me eyes in the building. I want Joker. And he turns on the lights turn on, only to reveal Punchline behind him. He's not here right now. Oh, sorry. Was this supposed to be a secret hideout? Your friend Mr. Fox outlined the 6 micro case you stuck into the building. I'm sorry, Batman. It's like you planned for every type of attack on Gotham City and had a different crisis cave need to operate out in each one. This one was my favorite. You want to know why? This is the one you hadn't earned yet. It's the one that you were going to unlock when you and Mr. Fox and Mr. Wayne had finished building your new Gotham City. And she presses a button revealing something. It's still hopeful, isn't it? I love the color in the cape and cowl. It's not Dark Knight at all. Revealing a special Batman suit, suited in blue and silver coloring. And Batman is confused. I hadn't seen. Lucius, you designed this? No, found it on the computer. I thought it was you. So, yeah, although it was never stated, I think, but it was revealed that Yeah, this was Alfred's doing. So I'm just gonna ask. So between God knows how many years, Alfred somehow appropriates some money because money had to go into this development. Appropriates some money, cash, and a secret area in the company that basically said, "I want to design a new suit for Master Wayne, but do not tell anyone." And we're not telling him. We want to surprise him. It's gonna be a birthday surprise. Even Punchline laughs at this. And you call us crazy, but you don't get your beautiful city of the future. You don't get your new toys, and you don't get your cool new duds. We took it all, and now we're gonna kill you with it. I don't understand. Looking pretty rough over there, Batman. I heard Deathstroke got you pretty bad, and you didn't get stitched up right. Oh, wait, I know what it is. Easy to slip my mind since I spent the last year building up my immunities. What's happening to me? I filled your cave with a little poison. It's my own blend. Some of the bosses still tweaked a bit of the fear toxin and a little bit of venom so it doesn't kill you. Makes the withdrawal a hell of a thing, though. Need to get out. Need to get out. Master Bruce, not that way. You're going backwards. Alfred? He's taking it all. Your vehicles, your city. Master Bruce, you need to get out of there. And Batman's going obviously crazy. No, this isn't real. You're dead. You're dead. I'm going crazy. Ah! I'm sorry, my boy. I'm so sorry. We're all dead now. And the Batjet blasts the building. And that was issue 95. Bad situation for Batman all around. So naturally, this is the occasional weekends. So let's dig into issue number 2. Ooh. To issue number 96 of Joker War. And, oh boy, it got more crazier because now we're looking at another timeline. Probably what was going to be the 5G initiative, but this is what it is. Gotham City years from now. Sir, we've located the vehicle. Our drones are mapping the potential routes. 90% have taken them taking Adams. Bike is rerouting. I'm nearly over the new Triangle Gate. Run traffic protocols to clear my way and alert the commissioner's office. There's a young man entering the map collision zone. Send up the signal. No one dies today. No one dies in this city ever again. And then it turns out that there's a bat signal on the phone, which means Bruce in the future envisioned his city being a mass surveillance state. Whoa, I got a bat signal, but that means... And Mr. Freeze and Batman pass by. Yeah, it's Batman! Revealing Batman wearing the fancy new suit of the future. Victor, I'm jamming all radio frequencies. I know you can hear me. If you surrender now, nobody needs to get hurt. You can put up the heat all you like. Batman, my sons and I cannot feel it. My heirs were sired in a darker, colder Gotham. Remember the endless night, the crime and horror. We will tear this false utopia, and replace it with something far more chilling. Dad, at what temperature does the human brain freeze? I would like to run an experiment. It doesn't matter, Stone Cold. Dad's new guns, hottest temps, are still Sub-Zero. Let's remind him what family he's dealing with. Chill out, Bats! Sir, activating the heat array. The ice density should allow an escape in 3, 2, 1, and the ice explodes. Ice Pop, Snow Cone, get behind me! I can take the bat. No, Victor, you can't. Generating heat arrays. My boys! Yeah. Are going to be fine. So will you, Victor. I promise. That's the first time you had to go all out this month. Go all out month. That has to be a record, Master Bruce. I need to meet with Barbara to discuss how Fries has got the access to his old technology and to those boys who call themselves his children. They'll need help. I called Leslie on the way in, and she and Harper will check them in the morning. Oh, Harper Rose's back. Yeah, she hasn't been brought up since. In fact, when was the last time she showed up? I don't think she even showed up in Rebirth. If I had to guess, she's probably been gone since New 52. But they keep saying she exists still. You had me worried for a moment, sir, that you and Mrs. Wayne wouldn't be going to that trip to Tokyo after all. Selena would kill me. Anyways, the city is well in hand. Your little Gotham. Not so little when you're racing through 100 miles an hour. Any surprises up there, Alfred? And young Master Timothy brought Connor with him to dinner. They have a proposal of their own. A very expensive proposal, I'm sure. I'm still paying off the last Science Tower. I also gotta do it because I kind of feel bad that I punched him once because he was consoling me over Selena leaving me at the altar. I could hear in your voice how much you love the sound of these words as they cross your lips. And Alfred's neck snaps. But you know they're all lies. You don't get a happy ending, Bruce. You die alone, with no family, with no love. As the city falls into his hands. And Batman convulses his face in. No! No! Hey, you're not dead. That's good. I was banging with myself that you were probably dead. Harley? Catwoman said you were hurt. Oh, I have heard a bunch, but I know people, Knifeline or whatever her name is, tried to shut me up, but this route doesn't sound easy. Oh, Frankenstein, I know. Oh, revealing this surgical scar she did to herself, which was revealed in the Harley Quinn final issue that she used guitar strings. I figured I should lean in, maybe make it a whole Halloween thing, paint myself green. Oh gee, I wonder who's green all over. So yeah, Harley Quinn looks to be decked out with her outfit, but looking like she's trying to be in the apocalypse. Where's the cat lady, anyways? How long have I been out? 3 days since I found you, since they said you blew up part of Wayne Enterprises. Folks are pretty mad about it, but we know who's really calling the shots up there. Gotham City's Joker's town now. He makes the rules. What he says, it's the truth. It's the truth because he's got the money to make it true. All the other gangs in the city have joined up because Joker's paying them gonzo bucks, and he's giving them all sorts of toys. Joker mobiles, Joker cycles, Joker planes. At night, it's a real horror show up there. Regular folks, they don't know what to do. They're taking things into their own hands because the cops in the capes, they're not doing squat. And revealing someone gets stabbed in the head with a batarang bat. Okay, one down. Headshot. Nice, nice, nice. Son? Son, are you okay? Hey, revealing the mysterious clown hunter. No, ma'am, I'm not even a little bit okay, but I'm going to see how I feel after I kill a bunch of these clowns. It's bad. You're still dosed in that stabby broadcast you with. It's not the old stuff, it's a new strain. I mean, there's never a chemistry girl. What's more of a talk therapy, you know? Where is he, Harley? Where's the Joker in all this? Miss Punchable seems to be running the gang from Wayne Building at the Tri-Corner yard. Rumor is that they just brought up all of Ace Chemical. I bet you were the test subject for a much larger batch of new Joker toxin. The Underbrook and his army of lawyers at the city hall making sure the city stays paralyzed and the cops steer clear of action. I know a Joker plot, and they're prepping the endgame, but Mr. J, he's up to something different. He's bought up all the ad time on Gotham online videos and TV, literally every spot. It runs over and over and over again. See for yourself. A thrilling tale of adventure, romance, and vengeance. A story of a man reborn as a hero. The story of a symbol he will use to mark the world. The Mark of Zorro. Remastered and better than ever. This is the Gotham Cut. Only 3 people saw the ending last time, and it changed the course of this city's history. What happens when everybody sees the real ending? And it's revealed the theater owner has his face cut up into a Z. So he's forever scarred. The Mark of Zorro, now playing back-to-back, sold-out screenings at the Monarch Theater. Wide release in only days away, coming to every movie house in Gotham City. A movie so good, so daring, we're paying you to come see it. $10,000 to every person who sees it opening night. Please no. Prepare for the final shot. And the owner is killed. The Monarch. No. Jeez, no. Mom? Dad? And revealing Bruce's parents' neck snapped into Joker eyes. No! You're losing it again. You gotta keep your head straight. Straight. If you're gonna go crazy, Mr. J's gonna kill you. Get back! Sir, Miss Quinn has a tranquilizer of some sort. I don't know that you have anything in that belt to counteract it. No need to counteract. I need to know where I am. This is the J-Line pipe system. You're already in Park Road. Good. Monarch Feeder's not far. Oh, Riley, you're hearing voices, aren't you? All your circus got fried in that blast, Bats. Anything in your head is just in your head. And he kicks Harley Quinn and jumps out of the window. Gotham needs you to get your together, or we're all gonna die! Sir, are you alright? Just a little dizzy. I'll get back to the cave once I'm taking him down. I'm having a bit of a psychotic break. Just a bit. That's a relief. You're not real. I can deal with that later. You wounded me, sir. I'm here to help you. I promised you I'd always be here to help you. I know, and I know. And I can't afford to lose another minute. I can't lose the city again. Sir, one moment, Alfred. I see a situation that needs dealing with. So as part of Batman's psychosis, he's currently going ahead and beating the crap out of clowns. It's like this all over, isn't it? I'm gonna need to deal with that. But first, I need to deal with him. And we see the brand new remastered Monarch Theater. It's like, I remember, it's like brand new. Not even brand new, it's like what it was that night. He's trying to get under your skin, sir. It's working, Alfred. And yeah, we see this artwork by George Jimenez and revealing Batman's eye looking like it's just for the show that he's kind of lost his mind. I'm not sure if the hallucinogens and the toxin are making me see the theater this way, or if Joker used the money to do it all for real. I'm going to need to get under his skin if I'm going to survive all this. God, the smell. What is it? Rot. It's death, Alfred. It smells like death in here. Give me their vitals. There's no heartbeats in the room except yours. Why bring these corpses here? Some look like they've been decaying for years. That's because they have. Joker! Their family. Our family. They're the people I've helped see to the other side of the veil. Every man, woman, and child I ever killed. I've had the clowns digging for days. I gave them a bit of tech I borrowed from our friend the designer. Now there'll be my army, an army of Joe Chills, ready to kill this city after they see the big picture, and see the twist right at the end. Been giving them a sneak peek. That's why it's standing room only here at the Monarch. They got a bit of bone to pick with you. See, you should have been there to save them, but you weren't. You won't be able to save the rest of the city either. So yeah, Joker releases the zombified Joker army of the undead. I don't even know if that strain of Joker Venom even could exist. So, the continuing saga, the Batman has lost his mind. Let's move on to issue 97, aka part 3 of Joker War. Tri-corner Yars, and this is everything. Every canister I asked for. Yes, I've checked the manifest personally. They are all ours totally legitimately. It's only been a day. We outbid the supply ships en route to the nearby port. In one case, I made this call to buy the ship outright. I love being rich. Boys, where these are loaded up, you're going to be making directly a trip to Case Chemical. The boss wants the new formula cooking up by the end of the day. Is this it? No security? Hey, you're the security. I just mean, the guys have been talking. We gotta pass through the Narrows to get to Ace. Clowns don't do too hot in the Narrows right now. Talk faster. Make me care. So sorry, 12 clowns died in the Narrows yesterday. Bats don't kill. This wasn't a bat. It's something else. Something weirder. It was a boy! Which is telling about how much you suck. I'm hitting the accelerator, Reggie. It's not doing a damn thing. Hi. So those controls don't work too good, huh? Wasn't sure if I could short circuit one of your fancy cars, but it looks like I just need a transformer and a fire hydrant. This used to be the Batmobile you're not breaking in, kid. Oh, I don't really care to break in. It's gonna be hot, hot, hot in there. I've got my anti-clown toxin right here. I brought it down at a gas station. Is this gasoline? Who the do you think you are? I'm Clown Hunter. Sorry, that sucks for you, I know. As he lights them on fire and burns them alive. If you're scared of the Narrows, go around the Narrows. I want you to keep this in mind. This right here, this is the key to Joker's big plan for Gotham. It's going to help make a whole new blend of his old toxin. And you need to decide right now who you're really afraid of. Punchline walks away as she proclaims, some kid or the guy who's about to kill Batman. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. You've never been wanting to look failure in the face, have you, Bats? Well, here it is, ready to tear you to pieces. Some of these bags of bones have been rotting in the dirt for years. Some are much fresher. Which do you think are angrier? The ones who were there at the beginning when I was a very different sort of clown, back when you underestimated how many casualties there'd be? Or is it the recent ones, the ones who died with you, knowing that the longer I stayed alive, the more of them would go the way to the Reaper? And the army of Joker-eyed zombies attack. I guess it doesn't matter. They're all angry. They're all disappointed. They all want you dead. Batman fights as Joker continues monologuing. Now, I think they're a little impatient if I'm being honest. I think it would be better if things go according to my plan. Killing you is easy. It won't hurt you enough, but making everyone in Gotham relive your childhood trauma, now that's what I call fun. Picture it, Bats. They're all going to come watch my special cut of Zorro. They won't be able to stop themselves. I'm offering too much money. They'll feel just like you did that night. All the drama and romance and the power of old legends. And at the end of it, I'll reveal the truth. That years ago, little Weedy Boost was just like them. And the bad man king with the gun surviving that made him into Batman. I'll ask them what it'll turn them into before the gas starts feeling the fears. Don't listen to him, Master Bruce. Keep your focus. I'm trying, Alfred. Punchline's toxin is still so strong. It's twisting reality around me. This thing is impossible. Just listen to the sound of my voice. Grounded. Keep yourself grounded. You're not real either. I beg your pardon. I'm losing my grip. Hearing his voice is twisting my mind. I need him to shut up. And yeah, the zombies turn into a bunch of Jokers. And yeah, Joker taunts Batman as Batman activates the bomb. Yelling at them, say, "Oh, shut up!" So yeah, so the talk is too much. I can't trust my eyes, but I don't need them to fight. Good Bat knows how to fight blind. I learned from Daredevil's recent run. And he proceeds to beat them all up. Sir, they're relentless. You can't survive this for long. I don't need to. I just need to move to the center of the battlefield. Enough that these nanobots. Monstrosities are in the range of the portable EMP. But sir, that will short your radio. You'll lose me. I know, Alfred. But there's no choice. And he goes ahead and EMPs everyone to death. Again. Okay. Stay on your feet. One foot after the other. And then he witnesses his parents going down the alleyway. Only for Batman to scream, "No! No! Turn back! Turn!" And he collapses, much to Harley Quinn's chagrin and annoyance. Oh, brother, here we go again. You know, I never thought I'd have a taste for the finer things. We see Punchline and Joker interacting. I was a dirty little street cat, and I had upturned a nose. I just wanted to stick a knife in it. But the highlight grows on you, like some kind of horrible golden fungus. It's beautiful, isn't it, Punchline? From up here, the people look like little fleas swarming over the rotten carcass of Gotham, and we're here to gas them out. Batman's still out there. This is how it goes, my sweet. I make my move, he makes his, it happens in turns. He's too hopped up on that delightful toxin of yours to make a play right now. Now we get a quiet battle where we can savor the anarchy in the streets. I'm not sure what there is to savor. There's something happening in the Narrows. Some teenager keeps killing our clowns. One of our men burned half to death told me this kid's calling himself Clown Hunter. He just took out one of the trucks en route to Ace Chemical. See, isn't that wonderful? Wonderful? The vigilantes of Gotham. They don't kill. All these little bats and birds. That's one of the rules of this city. Whenever one of the little ones gets the stupid idea to put on a mask, they follow his rules, his symbol. This beautiful, horrible kid knows the rule book has been thrown out. So you want him to keep killing our people? No, send some of our heavy hitters to crucify him on the streets to let the city know we won't tolerate that kind of thing. but it's a good sign. And then I think it's time to douse my former flame. About time. If you're out to break Harl's, there's only one way to get under her skin. You have to go right for the heart. And we learn to the location of what the heart is. Batman wakes up, is up getting licked on by something. Hey, Ace. Ace, is that you? Yes, it's me, Ace the Bat Hound. What? What the? Sorry, Bats. We gotta stop meeting like this. People will say we're in love. Where did you take me, Harley? Eden. That's what Pammy called it, anyways. So this is good. So even before the next issue of this came out, I knew where this was going. This was gonna end with someone burning the place up. This isn't Gotham? Oh, come on, Bats. You know a lot about the city, but you don't know everything. There are a lot of weird, wild little corners where us loonies go in between our big crimes. She built this paradise for me in a cave system under the park after a rough time with Mr. J. I was ready to let go of him then, but he poisoned me. This was kind of sort of my rehab clinic. That's why I wanted to bring you here. Ivy's usual rules are no clothes in Eden, but I don't think you and I have that kind of relationship. Yeah, where is Ivy anyway? She's currently she hasn't been seen since Harley and Poison Ivy. I'm curious to know if she's probably going to come back after this place has been burned to the ground, probably by Punchline. Right? That would make her confused of who the person that burned it down was, and then make her go into a homicidal rage and go ahead and declare herself Queen Ivy. But that would be stupid. And if any of these plants have a residual personality, they probably try harder to eat you. This is where I used to go with her to get my brain in order to a point anyways. Then she presents him a drink. I want you to drink this. What is it? It'll negate the effects of the toxins that's making you go nuts and fight people blindfolded while you talk to people who aren't there. Flush all those bad chemicals out of your systems. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Harley, look, Bats, there's something different about all this. This isn't how Joker usually makes an attack. Like his priorities have shifted. The math on it is all sideways, Ace, and you're the only one who can crack it. But crazy Batman isn't cracking. So drink your plant smoothie and don't give up any lip, or I'll hit you with my big hammer. And then Batman's eyes glow blue when he realizes, wait, what's happening? And Harley's neck snaps. Hey, nice, that means it's working. Now you'll be out for a while. Out for a while? Yeah, you're gonna trip balls first, but it'll be flushed the rest of the nasty out of your system. See you in a bit. And she runs off. And Batman goes into a warped reality where he starts screaming, this isn't real. This isn't real. I know, my boy. And I'm very sorry, Master Bruce, but I think it's time we've had a serious talk. Batman meets a hallucination of Alfred, and thus ends part 3 of the Joker War. And yeah, this was when Harley and Ivy's relationship was getting mentioned again after Dan DiDio left. And this was, when they were trying to keep it quiet and make it act like it never happened because, I don't know, reasons. So, yeah, the continuing saga of the Joker War continues in issue 98 with Harley and Punchline round 2. But before we get to that, there's more we cut to the iceberg. You're afraid. I am not afraid. I'm thinking, Crane. So Scarecrow and the Riddler are playing chess. Thinking of all the ways you're going to fail, imagine the bat sitting across from you. How would he counter each and every one of your moves? That's not what I'm doing. That's what you're always doing, Riddler. You wanted to play this game, Scarecrow. I did not make you play. I think I was playing a different game. It's chess. We're playing chess. Deliberation is important. Dare I say, crucial part of the game. I'm not playing chess. I'm playing you. And he screams, you son of a... and leading to a wild brawl, almost borderline cartoonish. Much to Penguin's annoyance and yet amusement. Well, that was predictable. Did anyone put any money down on how quickly Eddie would flip the board? No? Pity. I hate leaving easy money on the table. Ah, Miss Kyle, I see you've graced us with your presence. You're healing nicely. Now, we made a bit of a game of it. With Eddie's help, a kind of bingo board where you place your bets on the latest fires the Joker's henchmen set in the city. Firefly is doing remarkably well. I think I might hire him for a few jobs when this is done. This is all my fault. I gave him the weapon he needed to do this. I gave him the money to fund this war, Penguin. Don't undersell yourself, dear. You gave him the money to win his war. Has there been any sign of him? Batman? No, the Bat appears to be taken off the board. Come on now, Bat. Pull yourself together. The city's in pain. It's calling out to you. Can't you hear it? Then we cut to more Bruce's hallucinations as he's making metal cuts into his armors, into his weaponry. Master Bruce, where are you? Here, Alfred. I trust that on some level you realize how expensive it's going to be to keep a supercomputer from rusting out of a damn cave. Look, I want you to see something. When we're thinking the utility of the bat rings, I don't think they've been able to just shuriken by another shape or name. You're going to need more than components in your utility belt. The whole suit's going to be a utility belt by the time I'm done with it. I have been talking to Lucius about miniaturization. I think we may have to tell him the secret soon. He's starting to notice his handiwork on the streets. Every component and canister can save a life, at least one life. And it's just the beginning. There's part of you that still thinks it's possible, even now. Alfred? Your brain is reaching into your memories to find the right kind of optimism. You want desperately to be this version of yourself. I don't understand what you mean. Of course you do, Master Bruce. You have the keenest mind of any man I've known. Harley Quinn, give me some tea. Yes. You're not real. You're dead. Yes, Alfred, but you aren't. You've been given the gift of being able to step back from action, to take an aerial view, to see the big picture that you haven't let yourself see. You have no idea how long it will take your Miss Quinn's concoction to purge the toxins from your system. Now, if we're going to have some tea, let's do it properly. Tea sounds nice. Hell no, you've had enough tea. You've probably seen a whole singing and dancing number right now. Batman the Musical on Ice, everyone in these big foam heads. Ivy, if you're listening through your plants, this would be a real good time for you to show up and tell me whatever I got the doses right. I need Pointy Ears over here to get his together. Just a nice quick day trip, not a full weekend at Woodstock. The kitchen, and now he's got the munchies. God help us. Do you ever shut up? I really should have just cut you a little deeper. Hammy, is that you? Nope, it's Punchline with a flamethrower. Yeah, I saw that coming. And you thought if you brought Batman here, you can bring your old girlfriend out hiding. That's sweet. But Harley, you should have picked somewhere a lot less flammable. Punching bag! I meant Punchline! Joker War, Part 4. Tell me, what you see, Master Bruce? Which tea am I pouring for you? It's a Darjeeling blend, the one from the cupboard to the left on the pantry. You keep it in a glass jar. You would bring it to me on the cases where I was the most disturbed and frightened. You thought I didn't notice. It was your way of telling me. You thought I didn't notice. It was your way of telling me I knew I was afraid, but I wouldn't say it out loud. And you were telling me it would be all okay. I tried making the month after you passed, but it didn't taste the same. If only you studied under the great tea masters of China in your travels. If only. Tell me how bad it is. He's using my family's money to tie up all the legal system to keep his gangs on the street, terrorizing people, killing people. He's taken the fortune, the manor, Wet Enterprises. He's had Lucius poisoned and forced to help modify my vehicles into something deadly. He's going to kill thousands more after making them watch the same movie I watched when I lost my parents. It's Gotham City's death, brought and paid for by the Wayne fortune. You saw it from the beginning. The Joker lives in a cold, dead world, where you and he are only the real living beings. He mocks love and family by pulling his acolytes close to him, making a joke of your family, your relationships. But he had just as soon as put a bullet in their heads if that gave him the upper hand against you. He puts so many lives at risk so you can't save them all, because he knows you are his opposite. There is no difference in him taking one life or 1,000,000, but there is to you. And we see Harley running from being destroyed by Punchline as she burns the forest Eden to the ground. Oh, come on, Harley. I thought you liked to have a little fun. Why are you so damn heavy? You jump off roots, for God's sake. Yeah, she's currently carrying Batman. This would be a real good time to wake up, by the way. Batman's not gonna save you, old clown. He's not saving anyone. That toxin running through the system will take days of agony to clear, and by then there won't be a city left to save. Stop hiding behind your failed hero. Yeah, okay, I'll hide behind this big freaking gun instead. And proceeds to fire and destroy the flamethrower. You know, Punchy, I'm really starting to not like you very much. Trying to cut my throat open was one thing, but then you come to burn down the only place I still like in this stupid city. I don't know how the Joker twisted you up like this. You don't know anything. You never have. You just don't understand me, Harley. I'm Punchline. And I sure as hell don't need a flamethrower to kill you. Oh, honey, I went soft on you last time. This time around, I'm not going to hold back. Thus leading to the biggest battle between Harley and Punchline as Punchline narrates. You think you're somebody because you had some kind of idiotic come to God moment after you lost to Joker? Somebody bought into their own hype. You don't know what you're talking about, kid. Of course I do. Everyone knows how pathetic Harley Quinn is. The brilliant young graduate student who got a gig at Arkham to write her dissertation on the baddest of the bad, where she meets the Joker. And he finds out underneath all the lipstick and horror is a sensitive guy that, if only that rotten Batman got out of the way, they could be happy together. So she busts him out and becomes his main squeeze. Because she's too stupid to realize that she was just a means to an end. What the hell do you think you are? I was in school when I saw that the world was falling apart around me. Everyone was pretending it wasn't. I felt like I was going crazy until I heard him speak. It took me a year to find him out in the world and to join his cause and take down this fake society. It took longer to prove to them that I was serious. To see the origin of Punchline, it says, "Hey Joker 80th Anniversary Special, on sale now." Editorial ban. I believe in what the Joker and what he stands for, and I'll be at his side when he finally kills Batman, and we take this war from city to city until everyone heard its message. And we get this awesome character moment for Harley. No, I feel sorry for you, kid. You still don't see that we're exactly the same. I thought Mr. J had a heart. You think he has a brain. But he's not doing this for any reasons you think he is. He doesn't believe in anything. He's a manipulator. He's manipulating you. You don't get it. You want everyone to be stupid as you were. And Harley punches her square in the face. And the battle rages. I feel sorry for you, Punchy, but not sorry enough to kick your There's nothing in this world he's ever going to care about more than that stupid bat. You're wrong, and I'll prove it. I'll show what Joker really believes once I kill Batman myself. Then we cut to Batman and Alfred's conversation in his mind. Take yourself so seriously, Master Bruce. Batman is a child's dream that you can travel the world and learn every possible way to save everyone. There's a part of you that believes you can, and that dream is powerful and beautiful, and you must hold on to it. But there is a weight to the promise you made to yourself as a boy. It would crush any other man, and it nearly crushed you more times than I can count. And since you lost me, it's come the closest I've seen. I'm sorry. No, boy, listen to me. Look me in the eyes. You have spent too much time trying to save my life because you won't accept that I'm dead. Well, since you're very popular, DC is going to declare you free again after some time passes. You have pushed people away that remind you of that fact. You hold it against Damien, who sat in the chair across me, helpless as it happened. And look how that got him. He's back to being a villain character. You hold it against Richard, who was not himself to help you fight Bane. You hold it against Selina for making you feel it was safe not to come home for a moment longer. For not wanting to come home. And then you tried to transform the city into what you thought I wanted it to be, opening the doors to the devil himself. I failed. And we get the most cathartic moment in history. Alfred slaps Batman. No, damn it. The story isn't over yet. And his face convulses. You are Batman. You need to accept that the world you live in and accept what you can control. You need to accept that you did not and cannot save me. You need to also accept that you did not and cannot save your parents. But you can save yourself. And in doing so, you can save the lives of so many people in that city you love so much. Every life you save is a victory against death. Against the Joker. I don't think I can do it alone. I don't. Find your family. Find your love. Take back your city. Let go of the weight. Let go of the guilt. Let go of me and do what you must. Be the impossible man who saves all the families on their way home from the theater. If I wake up with my mind attack, I won't hear your voice anymore. I don't know that I can do it without you. My boy, this is you doing it without me. I'm only a voice in your head telling you what you need to hear to steady yourself. Do with yourself what needs to be done. And we get this goodbye message from Alfred. You don't need me on the other end of the back computer to know exactly what I tell you in any circumstance. Wake up, my boy. Tell this city who you are. And Batman awakens, much to Punchline's shock. You're awake? That's not possible. The toxin in your system has no hold of me over anymore. But how? That's not possible. I'm Batman. And Punchline is taken down by Batman's gigantic lettering on his cape, which is multiple questions I have, but that will come at a future date. About how you did that. She had the whole sad sack story, and if I had to listen to another minute, I was going to have to off myself. You know what? Maybe it's a good I didn't end up a real shrink. You got your head straight? That depends. The whole place is on fire. She burned it up. Then yes, my head is on straight. I need to reactivate my communication systems. I think you fried your circuits back at the theater. Don't underestimate what I can fit in this belt. I call it a battery. No, you didn't. No, you don't. Computer, this is Batman. Give me the location of the family. Designate which family members. I need everyone. And we cut back to Catwoman with the group. I'm leaving. I believe I told you that's impossible. It won't be. You're going to come along with me. Eddie too. Huh, my dear, why on earth would you think you could recruit us into superheroics during a Joker attack of all things? What if I told you I can make you a billionaire? Also, why doesn't the Riddler look like his deformed, ugly self that we saw back in the Dark Design story? But yeah, this goes off to tie into Catwoman's issue that ties into the Joker War, which involves her stealing the money back and giving it to Lucius Fox. Because reasons. Joker War Part 5. Nightwing, the first Robin, the final ally. Gotham Midtown. Joker is laughing hysterically, yada yada yada. With a clown butler now saying, "Sir, it's been made to your exact specifications." I know! That's why I'm laughing! It's the most ludicrous thing I've ever seen! I love it! Throwing the Jokerized limousine. Take me to Ace Chemical. Go the long way around. What's your name, kid? Abe, sir. Are you a lifter, Abe? Gotham stock, or are you a transplant? I lived here all my life, Mr. Joker. It has to be nice for you, doesn't it? Seeing the city wake up like this. It feels like it's been pretending to be something it's not for such a long time. But I remember the grit on the street walking home. Not sure if you got to be mugged by a cop or a robber. It was only different uniforms. And then we see more narration continue as Clown Hunter watches. He tried to change that. He tried to root out the corruption and make people believe it's something selfish and strange. A child's fantasy of justice infected this city. He stripped the dark life and danger from it, made it a cartoon show, and the Bat never saw the truth. He never saw Gotham's festering, hungry face, desperate to swallow you whole. He thinks it's his city. He bought it, his way into giving the city a mass delusion to make it forget what it is. Clown Hunter killed somebody, but it's always been my city. I know that Gotham doesn't care about how many people live or die. It doesn't care about good or bad. It doesn't want to be bound to anyone's rules. It just wants to be free. It wants to hurt people. It wants to be dangerous. Sometimes I think the poison that bleached my skin got into my brain and infected me with this festering dark spirit of that city. That I'm going to be haunted by all the ghosts that I'm the messenger, coming to remind that this sea does not belong to him. What a nut job. Well, that's what this is all about. It's getting the ball rolling. It's making this all about making it more dangerous again. So Joker is a presidential candidate saying, "Make Gotham dangerous again." And we arrive to Ace Chemicals. We're here. Home again. Home again. His phone goes off and he gets a call. "Hello, dear. I was starting to think you were dead." And he shoots his suits his lifter. What's that noise? What's that noise? Nothing important, just cleaning up a mess. How'd that meeting go? Poorly. They got the one up on me. I thought Batman was down for the count. They left me tied up for some cops, but some of my boys got to me first. That means he's been out there working for a few hours now. I'm sorry, I wanted to do more. Oh, and then Joker proceeds to kill every single person that eats chemicals, because of course. All this means is we're ready for the final act. The streets are in chaos, but it's time we put your chemistry to use. It looks like your Joker toxins are already en route to finish the job. I'm going to clean up things around here. I want those feeders filled now. It's going to come for you. I know, isn't it fun? Tell the clowns that it's time to up their game. I'll pay out 1,000 for every dead body they bring to me, and if it's a bat, let's call it 1,000,000. It's not a war, it's a mass murder, you know, don't you think? Aren't you worried? No, dear, not at all. I know exactly where he's going, what he's going to do next. I just need to put on my new suit. We don't have time. Rock and roll has destroyed the city. The people are going anarchist crazy. We need to rally our forces and prepare for war. He knows me. He knows this will be my next move. He's forced my hand. He wants me to be too afraid to put you in the same field, but he's made there's no choice. And I'm glad you're all here. So the entire Bat family saved Damian Wayne. He's off killing people. So it's Red Hood, who did we ever get a resolution if he was ever allowed back to Gotham after, he tried to kill the Penguin? Dick Grayson, who has returned as Dick Grayson after his year-long run as Richard Grayson. Signal, I don't remember him. Harley Quinn, sitting on top of a water tower. Orphan, who was off doing some stuff with Batman the Outsider. Spoiler, who's constantly hanging out with Tim Drake, aka Red Robin, who's blowing bubblegum. And Batgirl, who was going to retire as Batgirl because her brother who got killed. Well, he took his own life. I should have brought you in from the beginning. The last year's been hard, but I think I'm seeing clearly for the first time in a long time. I know rock and roll is the cause of this. Joker was infected by it, and I'm here to stop it. I'm sorry I haven't been able to be better. I have to be. I will be. Which means I will beat you both all up for my own satisfaction and amusement. Right now our city is in chaos. Joker's using everything I've built to lay the city to waste. It's only going to get worse from here. So it turns out in the Detective Comics tie-in into Joker War, Batwoman and the GCPD have already stormed Wayne Enterprises. That's going to cut off the new supply of vehicles and weapons. Lucius Fox has been rescued, but we barely scratched the surface of what needs to be done. Right now, the theaters are feeling all over Gotham. Joker's going to play the people of our city a movie that he's going to kill them. I need you to stop it. Stop the violence happening in the street. A lot to ask, but I know I can trust you to take our city back. Where will you go, Batman? Joker's at Ace Chemicals. I'll go to him there. I'll put an end to it. Then Harley Quinn jumps off and proclaims, and I'm going to go with so I can kill the Joker. Wait, what? Red Hood is surprised by this, and I'm thinking to myself, Red Hood, didn't you want to kill the Joker? Like, you shot him point blank in the head in the Rebirth era story 3 Jokers issue 1. Batman proclaims, that's not what's happening. And Harley is naturally pissed. Wait, why the hell is that not what's happening? That's the whole reason I came here. And Red Robin, Tim Drake, who's supposed to be a little bit older than this, I think somebody needs to go back to Arkham. Really, Tim? You're going to tell a person who was a victim, abused, psychologically tortured, broken down, and turns to a girl who controls plants for comfort, that she should go back to Arkham? So Harley naturally says, nobody asked your opinion, Duck Boy. Duck Boy? Yeah, Tim Drake was temporarily just Drake, and then he went back to being Robin, and now he's Red Robin again. Yeah, it's pretty inconsistent. Barbara points out that we don't have time for this. Red Hood just says, yeah, you can say that again. We got it coming. Joker Bazooka fires out, and Batman blows it up with a batarang. I'm gonna buy an island with your scalps. Spoiler, and Cassandra Cain orphan arrive. No, you won't. And they go off into the Joker Warzone book, where they become Batgirl and Spoiler with the bat symbols on their armor chests. So that's pretty awesome. That was an awesome scene. Barbara proclaims there are more clowns coming. They know we're in the field. We can't stay here together. I want to get to the clock tower. I can coordinate the thing there. Natalie can lead the field. I'll take as many clowns down as I can along the way. You need to go, Bruce. We'll get the city under control. Dick, I think it might be time for a change of clothes. I grabbed this from one of the microcaves in Wayne Enterprises. Revealing the return of Nightwing! Yay! Bruce, it's good to have you back. You too. There's a part of all this you didn't mention. He still has the Wayne fortune. What are we going to do about it? First, we need to take the Joker. Then we can worry about money. And we see Catwoman and her group of villains. This Riddler and Penguin. Riddler saying, this building is absolutely hideous. Penguin comments, they can't all be question marks in ice books, Eddie. Catwoman, you got us out of my safe house into the heart of danger of all this. I trust you have a plan. Graves, Willock, and the Chain, the legitimate front of the Underbroken and his team of crooked money manipulators. This is our target. Some of that money is my money, Catwoman. If you listen to everything I say, you're about to have a whole lot more of it. To be seen in Catwoman's Heist, read Catwoman issue 25. Like I said, I'm hoping. Hey, are you ready, Eddie? I just watched a man with a climax blow his arm off with a poorly constructed Molotov cocktail. You know, if this pays out, I think I may be ready to retire somewhere warm. Oh, you poor son of a bitch. That's never gonna happen. Your war with Batman is eternal. Maybe if 5G was still a thing, you probably could retire. So Batman arrives to Ace Chemicals, ready to confront the Joker. And he gets shot from behind and his shoulders gets cut by bullets. Revealing Harley Quinn with a gun. Damn it, Harley. The hell did you think I kept you saving your life for, Bats? Didn't you get the point, the big picture? It's time for his story to end. Harley, you know I can't let that happen. You know I love Joker. What? Well, it's actually much more complicated than that. Harley points out this. That's not good enough anymore. No, I should have let the toxins do its job. I thought you'd pull your head out of your ass and see what needed doing. You know him as well as I do. He's always going to one-up himself. And even if you take him down today, what's the next step from this? What kind of Gotham are you going to let him build next time? How many more punchlines do you want him to make out here? So, yeah, this is the part where I get to say, oh, well, you see, that clearly means Joker's going to get a nuke and blow up an entire city and kill millions of people, and Batman will just let it slide. I know you can kick my ass and take my stuff if you want to. And then Harley proposes a deal. Here's the deal I'll make. If he kills you, I'm taking the shot. Ending it right then and there. And I don't care about your stupid code or any of that. If he's going to get away with killing all those people, too, the Gothamites, I see him ready to pull the trigger, I will shoot him down. And Batman royally pisses me off in this issue because he once again says no, but here's the thing. And this is the part where I'm just going to say it. Batman, you've done something like this before. Okay, in a lot of interpretations, save the Batman movie from Tim Burton, Batman, when it comes to the definition of killing, Batman thinks, oh, if he pulls a gun, then he's wrong. But what about the part where he goes ahead and lets someone dies, but he's not directly pulling the trigger? You know, like Batman Begins. I don't have to kill you, but I don't have to save you either. And Harley Quinn is giving him an out. He doesn't have to kill the Joker, just let Harley do it. But again, Batman is once again in his self-absorbed righteousness of holier than thou by not realizing that he's trying to tell a person who was victimized, manipulated, abused, thrown in acid to transform into the chalk white skin of hers, never to recover again from her life, be forever scarred mentally and physically. And he's saying, no, you must not kill the Joker. And then Harley just proclaims, and you stop me now. You put me down hard. You make sure I won't get right back up and finish the job myself. This can't be like all the other times. The story needs to change. It needs an ending. which would have been happening had this, well, not had 5G still been a thing. Batman enters the Ace Chemicals facility, and Harley just remains in the shadows. Joker, it's over. We'll have the city back in just a few hours, and you'll be incarcerated long before that. Oh yeah, because Joker never escapes prison. So do whatever you're going to do. Make whatever play you want to play, but no, I'm ready for it. Oh, really? Dug up from your backyard myself. I know you must still have more to say to him after losing him like you did. You know, you didn't treat the kid all that well back at the morgue, but this one I've been saving for the grand finale. Monster Bruce. Zombie Alfred! No, this isn't real. And it ends with Joker pulling a gun on Bat, wearing the bat suit Alfred made for him, modified to the Joker's twisted design, proclaiming, "See, Bruce, I promised. You're not ready for this at all." The finale begins in Batman 100. So yeah, 99 and 100, let's just say it. This is where Batman starts pissing me off because he's really starting to let this protection of the Joker to such dangerous extent get to a point. Like, I talked about this. Like, I'm not saying Batman should kill the Joker. I'm against that. Like, Batman thou does not kill, and we shouldn't change that. The problem is Batman won't let anyone else kill the Joker. At this point, like, how many criminals does he befriend and how many criminals does he work with that want to say, I want to kill the Joker? Like, I can somewhat get Jason Todd why he won't let Jason do the job because he's a Bat family member. But this is the same Batman that slit Jason's throat and shoulder because, oh, well, I can't let you kill the Joker. Like, it's just so annoying at this point that Batman is so obsessed in protecting the Joker that he would willingly risk killing his own son if it meant the Joker survives to live another day to kill people. Like, at this point, and I'm at this point considering myself, Bats, I gotta ask, do you scare the courts secretly to tell them not to execute the Joker? Like, okay, remember that whole philosophy where it says is that Batman makes the criminals, that urban myth that was established in Batman the Animated Series? Here's the thing, I don't believe Batman necessarily creates the criminals, but there is something I will say. Batman doesn't create them. He enables them. If Batman had let the courts decide, we want to execute these people, Arkham Asylum is completely useless, the courts have decided, but Batman would probably save the criminals because killing is wrong and I must impose my beliefs. Because, you know, the same guy that has hit his children more times than I can count, well, and somehow gets away with it, saying it's a moment of anger and passion and whatnot. Yeah, that's definitely it. Like, remember when Jason Todd shot the Penguin and Penguin wasn't dead? Batman beats the holy hell out of him, yet Batman somehow couldn't deduce that the Penguin wasn't dead, except Batman's supposed to be super, 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 super smart to the point of borderline intelligence. Yeah, that's what really annoys me, is that Batman isn't really creating criminals. He has enabled them to think, oh, well, I'll just go back to Arkham and then I'll break out again. Heck, Joker even points out to Superman and Batman, you know, the two people you probably should not be messing with, especially Superman in Injustice, when he killed Superman's wife and unborn child, and manipulated Superman to do it by tricking him with Joker toxin and fear venom. But there's a line that Joker says that really should have been like, how would he top this? Now run along so I can break out of here. We got lots of playing to do to top this. And this is the Joker that nuked Metropolis. Yet Batman was perfectly content to condemn Superman killing him, even though he should, of all people, understand what Superman's going through. In fact, here's the thing. Maybe Superman probably wouldn't have done went as far as he did if he had someone to lean on, if he had someone who can console with him instead of outright condemning him, whereas Wonder Woman in that universe enabled him. But yeah, that would have helped. That would have helped Superman, and like, it would have just stopped at Joker, and that would have been it. Superman probably would have left Earth and probably done something else, but not do the things he did in Injustice. But Batman, in his holier than thou, has to say, "No, you killed the Joker. I will wag my finger at you." So yeah, that's my reason for not liking Batman nowadays, because he's more of an enabler of crime than actually, stopping it. Because he stops it to a point, and then the Gothamites lose their minds. And in fact, I'm still surprised that they haven't considered the death penalty on Arkham Asylum inmates because of how bad the mental health reformation is. So we're here. The big 100th issue with Damian Wayne at the bottom, but he's not in this issue at all. He's off killing people out of grief. So Barbara is at the clock tower. Computer activate. Welcome, Batgirl. I need eyes and ears everywhere. Eyes everywhere. We're going to need to pin every clown in the city. I need all CCTV systems, traffic cams, cell data, and we can get our hands on. Complying. Use the back door to get the back computer online. Give me a map of the family. Pin each of their locations. Complying. First things first, any bat vehicle currently in enemy hands needs to be put in mothballs. It's time to expand the Batfall protocol. Shut everything down. Alright, police dispatch, start directing officers to areas for high clown density. Okay, it's time to let everyone know that Oracle is back online. Gotham City, this is the voice of Oracle. I'm here to tell you what you already know. What the city's been resisting admitting because of the horrible web of money and corruption and paralyzing Mayor Dutch and our city's institutions. The city is under attack by the Joker. Every movie theater in Gotham has been transformed into a death trap. Stay inside, lock your doors. I'm hacking the emergency broadcast frequency to message each of you in your cell. And your cell phones owns a tip line. And if you're in danger, reach out to us. I heard the bat signal is still in storage. Reach out to the move to the new GCPD headquarters. But bats don't need the light in the sky to come help you. Block by block, we will take back the city. And Clown Hunter is watching this as well. And also we see Cassandra Cain's Batgirl outfit, and spoiler, wearing the bat symbol on her outfit, which is part of an upgrade as part of the 2021 initiative. But bats don't. So yeah, Clown Hunter is not amused and just walks away. Commissioner Bullock, the mayor's office wants you to direct everyone to shut the Oracle system down. There are lunatics in clown masks burning down the city, and he wants me to do what? He said that you do it or you're done. You're on thin ice as it is. All this time we thought we could make it better from the inside, eh, Jim? What would you do right now if you were in my place? If I even have to ask. And Bullock throws down the Gotham City Police Department detective badge. Tell Mayor Dutch that's my answer. Boys, this is your ex-commissioner Bullock speaking. Hey, the GCPD is being asked to stand down, being told that defying City Hall is going to cost you your badge and your gun. But I don't need the badge or gun to do what's right. I've got my radio, and I'm going to follow Oracle and go help people. So the law of you are going to decide right now. Do you want to be a cop in this crooked city, or do you want to do what's right? Nightwing to Oracle. The line about the bat signal gave me chills. That's just adjusting back into the old spandex in the night air. It's not spandex. Next, you really want to go head-to-head on who knows exactly how the synthetic fabrics in their costumes are made? Nope, just wanted to say it's great to hear your voice in my ear again. Yes, because we are currently unaware of what relationship we are in. Are we boyfriend and girlfriend again? Or am I still interested in Starfire? Or am I still interested in that other girl I was hanging out when I had my memory lost? And it's great to see you back in blue. The clown behind you has a gun. I already saw him. No, you didn't. Any word from the big guy? Not yet, but I bet he has his hands full right now. What's the problem, Bruce? And the battle between Bruce and Batman and Batjoker begins with Alfred's corpse manipulating everything. Is it the outfit? Do you not like my present? I thought you loved your butler. Master Bruce, why? You're just trying to get in my head to throw me off. It won't work. You really do hate guns, don't you? Oh, Joker proclaims after Batman throws a batarang to knock the gun out. I used to think you were just because you were boring, but I think I'm starting to understand. It's amazing how many explosives you can fit into these little toys of yours. If you're not afraid to spend some money, here, Bats, why don't you check out my improvements up close? No! An explosion! And a venom and acid pouring everywhere. You, you let me die. Why did you let me die? Well, there's a much more complicated story about that. You see, it turns out that we were originally going to do a fake out with your death, then bring you back out to the end of City of Pain, only to reveal that that wasn't the case because we sold a lot of issues, so Dan DiDio, being the idiot that he is, thought it was a good idea to keep you dead. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Batman to Oracle. I need backup. Joker's taken Alfred's body and weaponized it. I need to get clear of this place. I wish I'd been Aquaman's butler instead. Calling for help? Now that's cheating. This part is meant to be just you and me and some very expensive toys. Good thing one of them just killed your radio. Otherwise, all those weird little orphans you keep collecting would have listened to their dear old Bat-Dad getting stabbed to death. Shut up. Be honest, it's the costume. I might look as stupid as you do. Shut up! There's that spirit, but it's not enough, Batsy. I put a lot of thought into it, and I think it's time to see you got a new Kid Crusader. I've got the suit, I've got the money, hell, I even got the freaking butler. Maybe I'll throw you into one of the vats and you can be my Joker. Does that sound fun? Role reversals are all the rage. Well, this is probably referencing Batman White Knight and Curse of the White Knight. Hey, Batman kills the power. Lights out? That's not fair. Not that you'll do any good. You of all people should know. Bats can see in the dark. And Batman punches him so hard that it shatters the helmet of Alfred's special bat suit for him. You're not a bat. Okay then, let's try this another way. And activates a explosion of bombs. He wasn't supposed to blow the factory yet. We're not ready. That's meant to be the next step. What was his end game? I need word from the clowns on the street. Give me a body cam. Give me something. And no contact. Why isn't any of this stuff working? But it's punchline. I regret to inform you that I am going to have to bring my association with you and the Joker to an end. You're going to need to vacate the premises immediately, or I will call the authorities. Are you kidding me, Underbroker? We're giving you more money than God! Because God is clearly... well, actually, that makes sense. It's Didio's God, so God's clearly not going to help him. And now that money has been taken, I appreciate your business. Should you come into some money in the future, I believe you have my card. You piece of... It's me. It's all over, sooner than you thought. I'm sorry, I thought we'd be able to push things a little further, but I remember the plan and I love you. And I will never stop believing. And Nightwing arrives onto the scene. I know a song that sounds like that. Hi, my name's Nightwing. You haven't met. Not really. I've been out of town for a bit. You're going to prison tonight, and you're going to stay in prison for the rest of your life. Oh, man. Everyone knows Arkham and Blackgate sucks. There were 2 Jokers broke into it and killed everyone, and took Joe Chill in issue 2 of 3 Jokers. Yeah, wanna bet? And thus the battle begins. Yeah, let's bet. You're not up against someone who forgot a lifetime of experience of training anymore. This is over. And then she summons more of the clown posse. Sorry, Boy Blue, the odds just changed. Yeah, they sure did. Make this fast. We need you in Midtown. We still have word of Clown's 16th years, but I'm going to get some rattling over the wire. They're not getting their money. I think they know this is over. At least that's its ending. And the battle between the Joker army and the Bat family begins. And we never see it afterwards. Who do you think stole the fortune back? Come on, Dick. I know you only just got your head back on your shoulders, but I thought you were trained by the world's greatest detective. Catwoman watches the carnage, and that's it. She just says, no, come on now, love. It's time to end this. And that's all Catwoman's contribution to... Yeah, what? So she's clearly at Ace Chemicals watching the carnage. Why doesn't she help, her lover / unofficial husband? But yeah, Oracle gets in contact. Oracle to block Batman. You have a blocker on your radio, but I bypassed it as best I can from here. I can't hear you, but you should be able to hear me. You've apprehended the tankers. Most of the clowns are falling back. Punchline will be in our custody in a matter of minutes. You take down the Joker and this is over. My family has already taken the city back. You won't get your war. You can't win. Oh, Batman, don't you get it? You missed the war. I already won. You have to be smart enough to figure that out already. And Joker stabs Batman in the back. We're already on to the aftermath. You're a little brat only picking through the debris of a brand new city. They just don't see it yet. The movie theaters were just to get under your skin. It would have been a good joke to finish the job, to show them the sad face of their dark night. But it's really about you and me right here. Oh, and Alfred laughs. It's about this suit. The suit you get to wear when you finally save Gotham City once and for all. And Joker proclaims a massive speech that further highlights that, yeah, when you're making the villain make sense on something, it's a sign that you failed at this. Whatever the future you had dreamed of, where you got to wear the shiny new costume, it's gone, Bruce. It's all gone. What did you picture? Retirement? Spending long hours in the manor with Robins and Grand Robins cooling at your feet? And the city some bright and shining paragon? Metropolis with fewer aliens? No, that doesn't sound like Gotham, does it? This is what I wanted you to understand, finally. This city does not want you. This city is sick of you. It's sick of all the ways you failed. You tried to make it pretend it was a nice place, but it isn't. It's an angry city. A hungry city. A dangerous city. It doesn't want to be tamed. It doesn't want to be controlled. And I've planted the right seeds. And now everybody knows that Wayne Enterprises, it's not there to help them. It's the same sort of corrupt corporate terror as all other big companies in the world. Batman kicks him again and tries to reunite with the Alfred Corps as he continues to laugh. The Wayne family is a broken system. Like Gotham City Hall, like the GCPD, nobody has faith in anything anymore. And why should they? It didn't stop a few clowns from letting a bat plane through their window, and neither did Batman. Shouldn't he have been able to stop all this before it happened? And look, Bruce, you don't understand Gotham. You don't even live in the city. You're out in our fancy suburbs in your brooding castle. Batman was a stupid little kid's stupid idea, and now the city sees it for how hollow it is. I don't need to show them that Batman is Bruce Wayne so they could see who you really are. It's about to get so much harder by making you start over from scratch. You don't even look like Bruce Wayne anymore. When I'm done carving you up, you'll have to start fighting back with nothing. And Joker gets shot in the eye. Hey, who dares? Hey, Mr. J. Long time no see. Charles, I've been using your mugshot for target practice a long time now, but I gotta say... Sorry, I choked on something. But I gotta say, that was pretty cathartic. I mean, better than killing him. Still can't get the kill shot, though. No, that has to come from him. Harley, what are you doing? Why are you vanishing my date? We're gonna play a little game, Batsy, and you're going to need to make a decision. These bombs are going to go off in a few seconds now, and trust me, they're real good. I swiped them out of Bell Rev with the rest of the heavy artillery. Harley, no, you were losing. Hey, no, I wasn't. I was calling in the family. They're en route here now. The longer I kept on talking, the more time I got. We don't need to end it this way. He needs to be locked back up. Oh my god, Batman, are you that? Okay, you're supposed to be the world's greatest detective, as Barbara proclaims, but Harley brings this up. Honey, you're talking to the wrong girl. If you think he's not dangerous locked up in Arkham, it's like I said, that's not good enough for me. Not anymore. So, yeah, she brings up the point that it doesn't matter. You can lock him up in Arkham. You can lock him up at Blackgate. You can lock him up at Belrive. You can lock him up in the Phantom Zone, the mirror zone, or whatever. You can lock him everywhere possible. He'll just escape. Just let someone do the job. Batman, you're not breaking your code. In fact, wasn't it said in one of the Arkham games where Batman has a choice not to save Ra's al Ghul? Well, Alfred reminds him that he didn't kill Ra's al Ghul. Oh, that it doesn't break his code. Just let Harley do it. Or Jason. I'm like, they're the two people out of everyone right now, besides you and probably the rest of the Bat Family that have it that want to do this. And Joker just laughs at this. Oh, this is too good. So now you gotta choose. What kind of city do you want Gotham to be? You want to be where he can knows he can get away with anything and everything, or you're always gonna let him slide, or do you want to change the game? You're only gonna get one of us in time, Bats. Who's it gonna be? Harley. I love a wild card. She's still got that old spunk, doesn't she? And Batman continues the I get to save everybody pissing me off out. Listen close. If you were smart enough to pick the pockets from the next gen Batsuit, the bomb can beat this on. No, that's not how it works. You're going to have to save me yourself. You're not going to risk me dying and leaving your butler's body to roast with me. Okay, yeah, so. Okay, I'm just going to ask, how does Batman know that the next gen suit can disarm the bomb? It was in standby. It could have not had all its gadgets, or Joker could have added his own, but no, Batman somehow knew between the last issue, between 98 and 99. And Joker and Batman do their reflection stare at each other as he gazes longingly at them. And then Batman walks off. Wait, where are you going? Batman, come back here! Don't just walk away from me! Can this marriage be saved? Don't you dare just walk away! And the Alfred corpse laughs. Shut up! Shut up! And explosions! 1 week later. Harley's in the hospital. I just had the weirdest dream. And you were there, and there was this mean lady with a dumb name who wasn't even funny or anything. Harley, how long have I been out? A week. Told you it was a good bomb. You know, you really had me fooled a second there. Now, is he dead? I found his bomb intact, deactivated, just in time with the tools he stole from the batsuit I've been wearing. There's been no sign of him since. Maybe you shouldn't have told him that. But no, you have to save the Joker. The Joker is the most important person in your life. Even though you are given an out, you can get rid of the Joker without killing him, but, you know, fuck it. At this point, legal system be damned, because, you know, he can burn Gotham to the ground, which he did. He can nuke Metropolis. You would be perfectly alright with that, because it's the Joker. It would be against my ideology that I must enforce on everyone, everything, and every person. But, you know, screw that. So Harley just remorsefully says, yeah, he's never been an encore kind of clown. When the big show is over, he heads to the ground. But now he knows, and you know too. I think that matters. Looks different, so different already, huh? Huh? The city has changed so much. Probably not for the better, because you're an idiot. I mean, sure, it's uglier, but it's always been kind of ugly. Big ugly sea full of ugly people doing ugly things. But that's still just, you know, alive. Doing things, doing their best. You help keep them alive. That's pretty neat, I think. You're right. Actually, no. Remember when Joker says how Gotham doesn't want to be saved? He's right. This is not a happy ending moment. Like Gotham could have ended all this. They could have went ahead and, with the courts doing it, decided, okay, we tried the mental stuff. We did it multiple times. Arkham's a revolving door. Screw it. We're done. We're done with this. But they don't. They don't want to be saved. They rather be the underbelly of the DC universe. Oh, brother. I'm on some kind of happy juice, aren't I? I'm not used to being generous to those bozos out there. Glad you're okay. Are you? I had to bury my father again today. I did it with my family. He once told me that fight with the Joker is a fight against death itself. And that fight is continuing on. And I'm ready for that fight. Everything I've lost, I don't know if I ever needed. And what comes next is going to be hard. Oh, good. No point in being a crappier Batman. And I guess not. Now, you gotta help me bust out of this joint before they ask me about my health insurance, okay? And we cut to our epilogue. Oh, Bruce. What a mess you've made. Our teachers would be ashamed of you. I think it's time your city had choice in its protector. The truce is over. It's time for Gotham to meet the Ghostmaker! Then we cut to another epilogue. Gotham City's Narrows. We see a kid on his iPhone heading up to his apartment room. Oh, I hear you call yourself Clown Hunter. Yeah. This is also titled Intervention. This is weird. I wasn't expecting company. You looking for a room? I've got a closet I can sublet as long as you don't have, like, any pets. Do you have any pets, Batman? I do, actually. No go. Then too bad. We need to talk. I'm not a big talker. I talk to her. Do you know her? Yes. I have dreams where she just hugs me sometimes. No weird stuff, just a real long hug. It's a good dream. You hug her? Batman remains silent. Okay, so when I heard this, it was like, okay, that's actually a very poignant scene for me because that's what this kid wanted. He wanted a reassurance, considering what we learn about him. And he thinks Wonder Woman is that reassurance, not the Batman. He looks up to Wonder Woman more than he looks up to Batman now. Your name is Bao Pham. And your name is Dirk Wingington. Yeah, that's a neat trick. See, we're both men of talent. Your parents were killed by the Joker 5 years ago. He remains silent. You're gonna do the mask thing? I gotta get mine. That's only fair. You're Dirk. How many? How many masks do I have? Only one so far, but I think it's pretty good. I should wash it though. Do you like it? How many clowns did you kill here in the Narrows? You know what? I was trying to count, but I got it all screwed up. But not enough? Yeah, not enough. Why did you do it? I mean, you know, it was the third night hearing one of them firebombing a store down the street. And that's when I had this moment when I stopped believing some guy in a bat costume was going to come stop them. And then made me realize the guy in the costume, I could have stopped all this a long time ago. Before my parents, before any of them. That's when I started feeling stupid for having believed in him for so long. Believing that he saved me. That he saved anyone. Oh, did you kill him this time? Batman remains silent. Everyone's acting like he's gone. Like they act every other time, but he isn't gone, is he? Batman continues to be silent. And Bao destroys his TV set. With a Nintendo Switch and a PlayStation controller. A cop came by to say that his clowns dug up Mom and Pop up. They found remains burning in the crime theater. I didn't even find out that I was until it was all over. Said there were batarangs on the scene. Sorry. And yeah, you're not helping your case here with this. You punched my dead mom and dad, set them on fire, and you let the devil live. And you know all those people, all those clowns who put on the mask the second he gave them permission to cause all this trouble? They hid their masks. They're just hiding and walking down the street like nothing's wrong. And what? You're gonna arrest me? Is that it? Yeah, you're making me side with Clown Hunter to some extent. So Batman's the world's greatest detective, and yet he can't identify people from their bodies, from their calibration body, whatever, with a device that could find who was a clown. So Batman tries to be a compassionate person by saying this. I've listened to the police reports out in the Narrows. Your neighborhood supports you. No one will corroborate what you did here. Turning you in wouldn't you do any good. Another time I come here to frighten you down another path. I want to help you, Bao. This is a number for the Tompkins Flea Clinic. Dr. Leslie Tompkins helped me when I was in my darkest place. She could help you. You don't need to go down this road. You don't need to kill anyone else. There are other ways you could help make the city better. And this is the part where Joker is right in this case when Bao says this. What if I don't? What if I don't want to make the city better? What if I just want to kill everything in a clown mask? See, this is the problem. Batman doesn't seem to want to accept the idea that Gotham doesn't want to be saved. At this point, I'm surprised the government hasn't just declared this a lost cause. Unlike they did, then they shut down and turned it into an island. And then they gave up after that, and then reinstated it, because even though the Joker's still alive and he was going to kill a whole bunch of babies to destroy Hope, yeah, screw that, right? Then I'll stop you if I have to. I won't let you take another life. I know where you live. I've already dismantled all your guns and explosives. This will be your only warning. I won't allow a cloud hunter in this city. I mean it. Call Leslie. Get the help you need. And Batman leaves as Bao contemplates this. Help. Help sounds nice. Maybe when I'm finished. And we cut to another part of Gotham City, Robbinsville. Where have you been? Excuse me? It's just, that's quite the stack of papers. Huh, you know? I guess it is. And we see reports of Gotham and what's going on in the Gotham Gazette. Joker's plan foiled, Punchline arrested, Wayne Enterprises restructures after takeover. I had an accident a few weeks back, took me out of commission. If I'm being honest, I'm still a bit out of commission. I'm losing an eye, so I kind of have to go through that now. But I need to get some fresh air. See some friendly faces, catch up on the news. There's plenty of it. They stopped investigating that Wayne fella, and there's a clown girl all over the papers. She's a treat, isn't she? Oh, I don't know. I don't go much for the crazy types. Oh, but they're so much fun, at least until they slip a knife between your ribs. You're funny. I used to be a comedian. You see the video? The Punchline girl. She's under house arrest now after she proved she wasn't nuts enough to be tossed into Arkham. He put out a whole video on the internet. Got her in trouble with the judge and everything, but it's been spreading like wildfire. I can show you if you want. Please. Okay. Are you ready? Have we started yet? Yes, we're recording now. Okay, I'm sorry I'm shaking. I get nervous in front of the cameras. It's okay. Just take your time. Start by introducing yourself. I guess that's the real question everybody's been asking. Who am I? I think everyone's heard the name I've been calling myself in the last few months. The name I gave myself to make a very bad man happy. You know me as Punchline, but my name is Alexis K. Hey, and like many of you, I am a victim of the Joker. I know it's going to be long and hard for a lot of you to believe. My critics are calling me for to be thrown in Arkham. They say I need to be held accountable for the actions of the Joker and his gang members. Okay, get the electric chair. We're at a point where you have to say this. They say I need to be held accountable for the actions of the Joker and his gang members, for all the destruction and death the city saw in the last few weeks. If I were in your shoes, I'd probably be saying the same thing. I wouldn't buy the stories of the stupid girl who believed a monster when he said that he was setting out to do good. I spent months online talking with people who held him up as this kind of symbol, for the people who see that the world is broken. And it is, isn't it? I think most people might see it most of all. How the system has been failing over the years, and how the so-called heroes haven't done anything to change them. I saw the Joker as a symbol of how we needed to tear down the system. We had to know we could build something new. I wanted to believe in that symbol, and so did he. Twisted everything I saw him, found the excuses of why all atrocities were lies spread by Batman and the media. He told me I could help him bring his message to the world. Maybe that does make me crazy enough to be thrown in an asylum, but that feels like I'm laying me off too easy. I believed in something that wasn't there, and I put on a costume and became something I'm not. And once I realized the horror underway, I was trapped with no way out. People were dying all around me, and I saw the Joker was every bit of the monster the media claimed him to be. I didn't kill anyone, and I didn't stop him, but I didn't stop him from doing it either. It sounds like a Batman ideology that he occasionally does in every interpretation of himself, but he forgets in this major event. I was an unwilling accomplice, witness to his crimes. Did the city justify to put me away forever? Oh, don't worry. Arkham's a revolving door and they'll let you off the hook. I'll understand. I was told not to do this, but after hurrying the city, I think I bear some of the responsibility to make my story known. And I don't plan on stopping before the trial is underway. Thank you. Oh, she's good. She's very good. Sorry? She even said what she's doing right in the video. That's the art of it, bringing my message to the world. This trial's going to be a circus, and really there's no better place for a clown. Wait, you're not... I'm sorry, you said you were a comedian, so I'm sure you're just making a joke. You're not him, are you? Oh, no. You are. What? And he blows smoke of Joker toxin. Well, your body would be. They'll find it down by the docks in a day or two, all bloated with skin bleach just right. They'll waste a few weeks trying to prove it's not me, enough for me to set everything in place for my big goodbye. I'm planning on some sort of travel. I think a vacation will do some good. As you can see, I could use a little sun. It'll be nice taking some time off, letting the city mend its broken bones into a brand new configuration. You see, this was a test to see how far I could push things. It's time for us to start thinking about the future and our place in it. It's all going to change now, and he's going to have to change with it, which is good. It was starting to get awfully boring, don't you think? I just broke the city in ways that will take years to fully reckon with. I guess you don't think anymore, do you, friend? Okay, then, let's get you pretty. That's good, isn't it? It's very, very good. To be continued in Punchline number 1 on sale November 2020. So, that was Joker War. It was an epic event, which a disappointing, falsely advertised ending that was supposed to be the end of the story, but not really. And sure enough, it was the continuing saga of Batman refusing to let someone else do this. But I will give it credit, George Jimenez and James Tyrion did craft a beautiful story, even when Batman's being a complete dumbass. So, yeah, and yeah, it was a great tale. It's well written, much better than Tom King's, in my opinion. Like, some of the earlier Tom King work was phenomenal, but then it fell apart and started being a, oh, this is good. Oh, that's really bad. And which is a bigger question I have regarding Tom King's writing style, which I'll probably talk about in a future video. But yeah, Joker War is over. The war will forever be eternal because DC can't do an idea where they have Joker killed off and move on and try and bring him back later down the road after trying some interesting stories. Also, there is one thing I do mention. Since the timeline's still broken, we already knew Joker was going to live, even though they kept touting this was going to be the end, because death metal. He's in death metal. They established that he was in freaking literal hell, trapped in prison by Wonder Woman. So I'm pretty sure Bao would probably hate her as well now. And the other thing I wanted to bring up was Joker still knows the identity of the Bat family. He hasn't forgotten it, and I'm pretty sure he knew for a long, long time. He just doesn't want to tell anyone because it ruins the fun. And that's how the Joker works. And yet, Harley seems to be part of the Bat family to some extent. And she will be seen in a few more issues, especially if Clown Hunter is going to go after her, or according to solicitations that came out. Ghostmaker's coming, and he looks interesting. His armored costume looks awesome. Love to see what he is. Apparently, he's a teenager friend of Batman when they were young in their teenage years, so it's going to be interesting where they go with that. And there's also what's going to happen with the defund Batman storyline that there's rumored of doing. And then there's Poison Ivy set to take root in Gotham with Queen Ivy, though I'm hoping Harley comes and talks sense to her. Or there's a storyline that gives Poison Ivy back on the anti-hero path and gets her to be likable again with Harley. Like, she doesn't need to be just Harley's girlfriend, but I do love Harley and Ivy's relationship. And I'm curious to know where Clown Hunter's going to go with this. Is he going to go after Harley, like I said? They did seem to hint that in solicitations. But, you know, writings could change at the snap of a finger. So we'll have to see where that goes. But Joker War is over. We move forward to the next chapter in the Batman universe side of DC. This was Neo Reality Entertainment, everyone. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate to for more. And always, it's rock and roll.